Oh yes, it's Marvel Contest of Champions news time. It's the 21st of January 2019 edition of the news. Unfortunately, there's bugger all going on in the community. Yes, bugger all. But still, there's some stories that we should give a little bit of lip service to, some informational things, some arena predictions, and other piddly little stories that I think should get a bit of airtime. Let's roll it. Our first story is connection issues. As you know, for the last few weeks, we've been experiencing some real bad connection issues in game. This seems to be on the end point, so I don't see quite so many complaints about connections, especially this weekend has been a little bit better. I don't think it's completely sorted, but I do think Kabam have addressed whatever they've done, whether or not this is server maintenance from last week that has now started to take effect, and whether or not this will be completed as per tomorrow's server maintenance. And just to point out, tomorrow we do have server maintenance because there were people last week who said they didn't get the message that it was on. It is on. Please understand this will largely affect any kind of trials based event. So if you get the earliest opportunity, get it done, but at the same time try and see about waiting until it goes live and have a look on the information. So check your inbox to make sure when it goes live. As you know, if you start off your boosts, then you're going to lose your boosts when the server maintenance happens. So be prepared, people. Next up, and currently in store, we've got this offer going for a few days, and that is this Mastery bundle. Now, it's not overly amazing as most of the bundles that come out are. But if for whatever reason you wanted to get 135 units, say you've got £5 you want to spend or $4.99, whatever the price is in your country and denomination, then you'll be getting a little bit extra. The normal 135 units is obviously $4.99, but the fact is in this one you get Stony Mastery cores, you get a little bit of gold, and you get the Infinity War Crystal. Now it's again not going to be gifting you anything amazing, but if for whatever reason you are in the market for units of a small amount or a value of $4.99, then pick up this for that period of time. If not, a lot of people will take or leave this offer. Next up, and let's talk about the Alliance Wars multiplier issue. Now, as we know, the system of Alliance Wars, especially in seasons, is one of the highly competitive aspects of the game and causes the most burnout amongst people. Yeah, let's not beat around the bush with that. But the fact is, this particular issue only affects a specific amount of people, especially when coming up against certain alliances. So in this particular example, it seems that for the type of war that they are and what tier they are and what enemy they're going up against, they are getting the rough end by getting only a 5.5 multiplier for the points that they get, and the opponents in this example are getting ×7. Does it seem fair? In some ways, no, and in some ways, well, is it fair for those to then be in a higher war rating and higher tiering to then go up against these people? There's a lot of different conversations that need to be had, largely about the matchmaker, largely about the multiplier, and how that is fairly distributed. Kabam's support has responded by giving this statement here. Go to the link in the description to give it a full read. But in a nutshell, it identifies that yes, there could be seen this to be an issue, but largely there isn't really anything that could be done about it. At the end of the day, it's a system I think needs drastically looking at, as well as a lot of things in game, because it's not exactly perfect. Either way, at this point, I'll throw this over to you, to the comment section, or to the link to this forum post, whether or not you feel that in circumstances like this, when you go up against a harder opponent or harder map, should you have the correct multiplier, or the multiplier in this case, or a more compensating multiplier for the rough end of the spoon when it comes to being dished out this meal. Sorry, what I was trying to explain with that last sentence was, if you get a same map that's difficult as your opponent's, then theoretically should you get the same multiplier. And obviously in this example, the opponent's got a 7 multiplier, ×7 multiplier, and the people that are putting up this forum post here only got 5.5. So your thoughts in the comment section, as well onto the forum post as well. Next up, I've got a very interesting discussion about the technical aspects to Ghost. This is a very interesting read. Go to the link in the description, takes you over, just talks about the idea of phasing projectiles, in particular like how Emma Frost interacts with Ghost. If you're a massive Ghost fan and you're interested with the way that she works, and by the way, I saw a lot of people referring to Ghost as a he in some posts on the community site on Facebook. Really odd that people don't grasp the fact it's a she. Ghost is a she, not a he. So that clarifies that. But a very interesting post. It's been responded to by one of the Kabam developers or the social workers or whatever they are, and just gives a bit more kind of clarity to aspects that maybe people go, all right, well that should bypass this, when in fact it doesn't. So go and give it a read. Next up, and Darkhawk. Any updates? Anything further? Not a dicky bird. So last month, the month of December, we had the event Quest N, lots of lag with Darkhawk. We then had a hotfix, and the hotfix was meant to address lagging issues. In some ways, a lot of players still felt that the champion lagged. And even myself, going up against the current iteration of that particular champion, I'm still experiencing some sort of lag in other aspects, mainly to do with animations and the way that the character moves. It's a little bit annoying. There's like a little bit of lag. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same, but will we see any compensation packages? I doubt that is going to be a thing. This event quest this month, for the month of January, seems a little bit better, so, and a little bit more easier. So therefore, is that something that is compensating us? Again, I do not know. It would be nice to see something for this, because it did cost people a lot of revives, and especially those who were on slower devices. You know, Android devices, older tech are going to experience, or had experienced, huge problems. A lot of people even giving up the event for the month, which has been a first thing in a long time. And Kabam will probably have the stats to kind of pinpoint how many people that would normally do uncollected maybe said, nah, no chance, or maybe then avoided master, especially on that boss, or just did the initial completion. Either way, nothing from that, but if we do hear anything, I'll let you know. And have your say if you are still having any problems with Darkhawk. And our final story is arena results. Now, this is very early information. Some information is still yet to come out at the point of recording this video. But what I've got it down to at the moment is Ghost kind of went for about 3.6. I've seen someone definitely take for 3.6. Then the 4-star Dr. Octavius, or Darkhawk, going for 5.5 mil, but more than likely that champion's gone for anything like 5.3 to 5.4 mil. And then we've got the 5-star, someone got it for 35 mil. So it could have gone a lot deeper than that. I just don't know. This is very early that I'm recording this video. So the fact is, I'm still sticking with similar predictions that I did for round 1, which was that we'll look for about 30 mil for the 5-star. We'll go for 5.5 mil for the 4-star. And then finally, I'm sticking with the Ghost at 4 mil. Because at the end of the day, people want to feel content that they've actually got the champion. It's annoying that the kind of scores are going up. But the problem is too many people come to me and go, Rich, what's the cutoff for this? And you end up having to kind of like score higher and higher and higher. 3.5 mil to 4 mil is going to be well, 3.5 mil is definitely off. 3.6 mil and upwards to 4 mil. 4 mil being the safe. That seems to be where people are lying on where they're grinding. So have fun and grind happy, hopefully. So that's been your Marvel Contest of Champions news. And at the same time, I'll just unload what I'm up to. So as per usual, 1900 hours GMT today, you're going to see a live stream. So I will be live. If you want to join me, we'll be playing some Marvel Contest of Champions. So happy days. Also, there'll be an accompanying video today. Not sure what it is. Tuesday, so tomorrow, I'm going to be launching 3 videos. That will be my Labyrinth of Legends beginner's guide, and then 2 accompanying videos to associated with it. And then there'll be a load of other different videos going to the end of the week. I'm doing all the fun adulting stuff. So today I've gone to see my accountant and lots of other different things attributed to the channel. We've got new artwork being designed. The PlayStation 4 content's about to go live soon. So yeah, lots of things are stepping up for the channel, and a lot of decent videos are coming out your way, and I'm increasing the structure for how I'm delivering my Marvel Contest of Champions videos. And obviously you can see that I've improved a little bit with the artwork and the graphics for the MCC news. So happy days, lots happening with the channel. Thanks very much for your ongoing support. See you in the live stream later on. I love your faces, Philip DeFranco, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now.